This is going to be a really interesting one. I know I say interesting a lot, but this is going to be probably what might be actually the best game on the schedule this week in the league as Woodridge takes on Southeast. Um, Southeast comes into this game with some momentum after that week one loss to Alliance. The Pirates picked up wins over Field and a really tough win, really close game over Crestwood, a much improved Crestwood team. So they're coming into this game with some positive momentum and some confidence, and I think they're kind of really getting their feet under themselves as they get into county division play. Whereas on the other hand, Woodridge is coming in 1-2. They started the season with a nice win over CCA, but back-to-back losses, including a drubbing last week against Akron St. V's, isn't the best recipe to have when you're coming into league play. So it's going to be really interesting what Woodridge team we see on Friday. I know Southeast is a physical team. Woodridge, I haven't seen them this year, but knowing Woodridge, they're athletic and they have some speed. But it's going to be interesting to see, I guess, where their heads are at after a couple of really big losses. I wouldn't say big losses, but maybe lopsided losses. Um, I know Coach Irwin's a good coach over at Woodridge, and he should have the Bulldogs back on track. But hey, you never know. And Southeast obviously has big aspirations this year as well. It's going to be interesting to see. I think the winner of this game is going to be right there with Mogador in the county division. So, I really kind of, if I were to rank the teams in the division, and I think I did before the season started, I picked Mogador to win the league because, well, they're Mogador, and I mean, they're always there. So it's going to be interesting to see which team starts off county division play between Woodridge and Southeast with a 1 in their win column, because anything more than 1 or 2 losses in the league this year, it's probably going to disqualify you from really having a chance at it this season. This will be a really important game for both teams. Ravenna head coach Jim Lenardi said a couple days ago when I talked to him that it's kind of a race to the bottom in the Metro Division. Now, what he meant was that going into league play, Field and Ravenna are the only 2 teams in the league that are still winless. Talent-wise, both of these 2 teams can really compete for a league championship, or at least be there towards the end of the season and really spoil someone's party if they're not the ones at the top of the standings. But it is really important to get a win tonight for both of these teams, from a league standpoint and from a confidence standpoint. It'd be really interesting to see how Ravenna looks with a full game for Derek Cross at quarterback. And, well, I guess it won't be a full game, but he will be splitting reps under center with Warren Bradley. Well, the rest of the time, Warren kind of drops back into the backfield to split carries with Demetrius Fear. It's really kind of interesting. I'm interested to see how Derek Cross can throw the ball when he's not kind of in there at the end of the game against someone's JV team or, second stringers. And it's going to be interesting to see how Warren and Demetrius kind of adapt to splitting carries like they did last year. Last year was really successful for both of them. They both rushed for over 700 yards. Warren scored 11 touchdowns, which usually led the team last year, operating almost 100% of the time as a running back. So it's something he's familiar with. It's going to be kind of interesting. I'm really kind of curious to see how this works out. If I had to pick a team to win this game, I would probably go with Ravenna, just because I think overall they're more talented and they're a little deeper. But who knows? It's all about who has the right mindset going into this game, because neither team's coming in with a whole lot of confidence. I like this game because I'm a fan of history. And if you look over here at this graphic from MogadorFootball.com, which does a fantastic job at chronicling the history of Mogador football. I wish every team had this. It makes my job a whole lot easier as a reporter and as someone who's kind of a fan of the history of sports. But if you look at this graphic, what's really kind of weird about Springfield and Mogador's all-time rivalry is that Springfield actually has a winning record against the Wildcats. There are not a lot of teams that have played Mogador more than 1 or 2 times that have a winning record all-time against the Cats. So, in fact, actually what's more interesting is that if you look at the last time Springfield beat Mogador, though, it has been quite a while. And that says something about where Mogador's football team is, and has been for quite some time. So tonight, I actually do expect Mogador to complete. Also, just what's even also kind of interesting is that if a win happens for Mogador tonight, they will have swept the Akron teams in the Metro Division. They've already beaten Norton, they've already beat Coventry, and all that is left is Springfield. So I really think Brendan Barry is going to have a really good game tonight. He had a great game last week. He's had a great game all season. He's a really good runner. He's next in the line of, I like to joke, the same guy who's been running the ball for Mogador for like 40 years. and it seems like Brendan Berry's just the same guy. I don't know if he redshirts. I don't know if he's related to the guy who ran the ball last time, who's related to the guy who ran the ball last time, if they're all one big family. I don't know, but it sure seems like it. But anyway, I expect the Wildcats to win. But I do think it is cool that something like this exists. And you guys should check out MongoDBFootball.com because, or maybe, hey, I don't know, if you're running a team, if you're a statsman for a team, hey, maybe you should try doing something like that too if you want to make me look smarter for these videos, because I don't have time to keep all of this information for myself. That's it for another week inside the PTC. As always, you can reach me on Twitter at RCSportsNow. You can like me on Facebook at Colin Harris Record-Courier. You can email me at charris@recordpub.com, or you can just visit www.recordpub.com for more information on the PTC and all of its sports from myself, from Eric Clutter, from Jim Mannion, from Tom Nader, from Tom Hardesty. We got all the angles covered. All you have to do is visit recordpub.com for more information. As always, my name is Colin Harris. I will see you next week, and adios.